shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That flash make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And yo, this has been a really good week. You know, if you celebrate the holidays this week, hope you were safe. Hope everything was good. And if this is the first time finding this channel, please take my invitation to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I drop videos daily. Weekly, I do a live show on Friday where I give away coins. During the week, if you super chat, you're in the running to win a coin. When I'm talking about coins, I'm talking about coins like this coin here, the Hold the Line coin. You know, these coins are, you know, rare. Not too many is produced. I have Starfield, I have Diablo, I have a whole bunch of coins. Also, I give away $150 worth of free food on Friday's show. So if you're a winner, you get a chance to get that stuff. But today we're going to talk about the industry. We're going to talk about the moving and shaking. We're going to talk about investing in our hobbies. We're going to talk about Game Pass and in savings. Today is more about during the holidays, you spend a ton of money, right? And this is the summertime where you go on your vacations, you're spending time with the family, you're trying to save money anywhere that you can. You're trying to invest money anywhere that you can. You're trying to be a little bit more frugal, a little bit more responsible, and show that responsibility when it comes to your hard-earned money. And this economy has shown you that, you know, layoffs and stuff are around the corner for each and every last one of us. So not to bring the mood down, but we have exciting games and everything coming out. We have stuff to play. Everybody should be excited, but we also have stuff to talk about. So we're going to get into those things and we're going to talk about those things right now. All right. You know your boy is going to get you the deals and the steals, the stuff that can happen for you to make sure that your money lasts a little bit longer in this economy. I don't play that game, you know, where I got to spend more to prove to somebody that doesn't exist to me that I have money. No, bro. I'm going where the deals are and I'm bringing the deals to you. So Popular Science, I don't know if you're familiar with this website, but I'm familiar with it. All right. So get 3 months of gaming for just 37.97 cents with this Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership. Buy up to 5 codes to create a 15-month subscription throughout July 21st. So you have up until next week, right? Game Pass Ultimate. Are you looking to elevate your gaming experience? The Game Pass Ultimate 3-month membership is a great contender. Combining Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass, plus it's stackable, letting you add up to multiple codes to the same account for automatic renewal for just $37.97 for each membership. Now, you got to understand there's a lot of people out here telling you stories that you can only get 3 months and you can't stack them. That's a farce. That's a lie. If you got a chance to watch my show yesterday, my live show with Jay Barry on, he was a little bit misinformed and not knowing. So I had to go get the information and present it to you guys so everybody can know exactly what it is, how we live over here on the Xbox side. It's not the sense that PlayStation dudes know what they're talking about. They don't partake in our ecosystem. Our ecosystem is unique to us. We know what the deals are. So instead of going on and on about something, I just went and got the facts and allow you guys to see this for what it is. The Game Pass Ultimate membership offers numerous benefits, access to some of the latest games, including Tunic, Forza Motorsport, Starfield, Frostpunk 2, and more. You have access to an extensive library of over 500 quality games featuring blockbuster titles, indie gems, and new releases across various genre experience from day one. And that's where the uniqueness comes in at Game Pass. Game Pass is unique to within itself. It has the ability to give you day one releases to have you know where you stand as a consumer. You understand? The service is available in various markets worldwide. The library is continually updated, ensuring that there's always something new to enjoy. It supports cross-platform between Xbox consoles, Windows PCs, and compatible to Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, and Windows. The flexibility means gamers can start playing on their consoles and continue on their PC or vice versa without losing any progress. You got to understand, that's where the diversity, where everything lies with Game Pass. That's what makes Game Pass totally unique within itself. The flexibility, the day one stuff, that's where it is fantastic. Another key benefit is Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Stackable feature, which allows users to simply buy multiple memberships and add them to their accounts without overlapping or wasting subscription time. New and existing users can purchase up to 5 codes, totaling 15 months uninterrupted access. Xbox Live Gold, cloud membership, exclusive discounts, EA Play memberships is also included at no additional cost, providing a comprehensive gaming experience. Redeem your codes within 7 days of purchase and start playing your favorite games. So here, I'm telling y'all what it is, how it is, and we're going to get these codes and we're going to get these savings to you. Why? Because that's what we're about at my channel. Yeah, we like to make money, but we like to save money. We don't like to throw money away. What the rich don't do is give their money away. What the poor do, we're always giving our money away. So what we need to do, we need to have a rich mentality and stop giving our money away, and let's save some money, people. Game Pass. Like we had Jay Barry on Friday, shout out to Jay Barry and the team, Pasana over there with What's Up PlayStation. And he didn't know that you were able to stack Game Pass Ultimate. So you're able to stack Game Pass Ultimate for $37.99 or 95 cents. It's a steal, right? You get essentially close to like a month for free. And you stack them up. If this is your ecosystem, this is what you plan on doing. If you plan on being in Game Pass, or if this is your first time, checking out Game Pass, look at my Game Pass Ultimate that I'm about to do next, and the Game Pass itself. And I'm gonna show you some things on how to save some money, how to be a little bit frugal with your cash. We're always looking for the value as a consumer. We're going to stop acting like shareholders. If you want to do shareholders, I'll talk to you about that later. But we're going to act like the consumers that we are. And all consumers want the best value for their dollar. If I could take my dollar and I could stretch my dollar down for 2 weeks, then I'm going to do so. I am not going to sit here and hold you and act like somebody's over here is rich. We're not. We're trying to make it just like everybody else. But at the same time, we're not trying to spend like the billionaires. We're not doing that. We're gamers. Let's keep it real. We want the most for the least. Let's get back to that part. Let's get back to us being gamers. You got these pork begging ponies out here having you believe that it's better to pay more to get less. That's a wild mentality. These ponies are crazy. And we're going to keep the boot on their neck this whole generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. We're going to run it up on them bums. Their mentality has permeated where we are, and we're going to get back to saving money and getting more. Expect more from your company that you rep. Expect more. Ask for more. Oh, we haven't did Game Pass drop Tuesdays in a minute, and I'm going to just go into a little bit of Game Pass. What's going on, right? So we have All-Star Bros 2, and this is the one with SpongeBob and the whole squad getting it in. If you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, everybody's here. It's not for me. I'm not a whatchamacallit fan, like a Smash Brothers dude. I'm not that type of dude. But if you like Smash Brothers, you want something a little bit different, I say give this joint a try. Savage, Journey into the Savage Land, Planet, the Employee of the Month edition. I was playing this. This is the second time it came back. I played it the first time. It's a fun game. Like literally, it's an absolute fun game to play. 505 games, which I love 505. Raccoon Logic, that's crazy. But this game is fun. Now, at first I thought it was going to be like No Man's Sky. Absolutely not. Whole lot different. But It's in 4K now, up to 60 frames per second, enhanced. Way better than when I got a chance to check it in Game Pass. It looks phenomenal. The gameplay loop is incredible. It's fun. The aliens, you scan the world, you go out and get resources. It's kind of like a Metrovania because when you get different skills, you can go back to different areas. You can come back to the other side. This is a fun game. It's a fun romp. It's something that I'd enjoyed, and then to see it come back with all the extras that it does have. This is like one of the funny little intros. Well, not intros, like cutscenes that's inside the game. Like when you go to and when you're in your ship, you can download and look at stuff from the videotapes. It's tapes and stuff there, and it's sponsors. It's wacky. It's a fun game, right? And it's something that you're gonna enjoy. I say try it. And if you don't like it, get rid of it. It's fine. But I had a good time with it. I'm gonna go back and see what the game of the whatchamacallit Employee of the Month edition does. It looks like it's something incredible. I'm glad that they continue to work on the game to take us to the next level. So it's fun to see it back inside Game Pass. Let's see what else they have this month. Oh, the Robinhood joint. All right, Robinhood Sherwood Builders. This is completely different than I thought it would be, right? I thought that it was just going to be a regular Robinhood game, and it's not. It's more than that. Like you go, you rob stuff, and you do all that stuff, yeah. But at the same time, there's a building mechanic to it. It's deeper than I thought it would be. Will I have time for it? Maybe not. All right. I have to finish Assassin's Creed. So I'm not even going to sit here and hold you. But at the same time, this is inside Game Pass, something I didn't think that I would play. Probably won't play it, but that's not saying that you won't play it. Maybe it's something that is up the alley for you. All right. SteamWorld Dig 2. They're sneaky. They put SteamWorld Dig 1 and 2 inside Game Pass. And it reminds me of Dig Dug. I'm not going to hold you. It reminds me of Dig Dug with a story. And part 2 is different because she was inside part 1, right? And I guess the guy from part 2, the guy from part 1 went missing. Now let me show you, right? Because they put both here. They're sneaky. They're sneaky like that. See, $5 games. Very simple, very easy. But this is the guy, right? Him. Now, she was in the game. The protagonist from in part 2 was in the game. I think this guy went missing, and they're looking for this guy now, right? So I'm going to get a chance to check it out. A little small something. I'll probably download it on my ROG and play it at some point in time. Now, football club, EA Sports. I don't have enough energy to be playing another sports title, and I don't have the bandwidth to try to learn soccer. All right, well, they call it football. But the graphics look intense. That looks wild crazy. And trust me, it looks like that in the game. If you're into this stuff, it's inside Game Pass. If you have the bandwidth to play a sports title, which is ever evolving, always changing, I say give it a chance. This is the first time in a while that I've done Game Pass drops. What's inside Game Pass? Game Pass continues to give you value for your dollar. And if it's the first time that you're seeing this, and you haven't got Game Pass, it's your first time, you can get it. You can join for $1, a little as $9.99 a month. That can happen for you. So listen, if you're going to do it, join in. If not, it's more fun for me. But Game Pass is always the move when you're trying to save some money. So if it's your first time, finding out about Game Pass and seeing all the games that's inside Game Pass, they drop games weekly. That was a couple of weeks worth of games that they were showing, and that's what we put here. And also they still have the dollar thing. If you're there, you can get in on $1, check it out, see if you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. But as Game Pass subscriber, you are privy to day and date first party releases. That includes the Call of Duty. That includes Doom. That includes all of Microsoft and Xbox's first party. If you're new here, I suggest you go up and look at all the first party developers that Microsoft and Xbox does have, so you can see if it's prudent for you to invest in the Game Pass ecosystem. Because if a lot of those companies are in line with your purchasing habits, then it makes sense for you to be a Game Pass subscriber, because that ensures that you get those games with no added fee and Game Pass for free. Just real quickly, I was on a situation where I'm teaching my son about investment, and I just wanted to like give you guys a little inside baseball really quickly. Because go to Market Insider and you can start looking at the 3 best the cloud gaming stocks to buy in July 2024. This is just some fool of thought, something I'm just throwing out there. I know this is a gaming channel. We don't talk financials. We don't do that stuff like that. And I'm not telling you what to do with your money or how to spend your money or just something like that. I'm just giving you a little bit of inside baseball on what's going on. NVIDIA is a great stock to purchase. We already know that they're at an all-time high right now. They are positioned to sell 25 million AI bots tech to China this year. So there's components and stuff like that. They are doing very, very well. Microsoft next. All right, so the stock is pretty high when you look at NVIDIA, but don't worry, it's pretty good. Also, Microsoft is a great stock to purchase when it comes to cloud gaming. We already know Game Pass, they're going to take this stuff to the next level. Little inside baseball. I know I'm playing for the home team, but exactly what I'm explaining to you. And Alphabet. If you forgot where Alphabet was, Google Stadia, stuff like that. Just know if gaming is your passion, that you have a little bit of an insight on where they're going and where the market is looking at and where it's leading to, right? I'm just giving you a little bit of advice, small tidbit. Sorry for putting my 2 cents in it, but again, this is stuff that I do on a day-to-day basis. I go through stuff, I evaluate stuff, I look at stuff, I see what's prudent for myself, and I'm trying to teach my son that. So, listen, each one teach one. Take it with a grain of salt. If you care about this part, care about this part. If you don't care about it, just skip it. But just a little something, a little food of thought. We play games. Why not invest in ourselves, right? Listen, if you're trying to invest, what I always tell people to invest in things that they know, or things that they comprehend, things that they understand. We understand video games. As gamers, we understand video games, right? And a lot of times on toxic Twitter, X, if you will, because pork begging ponies love to play X. We talk financials, and a lot of times dude talks financials and don't know what's going on. A lot of times you would hear Sony Pony tell you that Sony makes their money from PlayStation. Oh, boy. Anyway, if you want to invest your money and you get a chance to go to the stocks, check it out. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm also not telling you what to invest in. I'm just telling you to look at stuff. And if you're willing to do so, do your due diligence to figure out what works well for you. All right. As a person here that's trying to make more from less, what you have to do to see where you're going to invest your money in. We can let $50 go very simple and easy, quickly someplace else. Just how about reinvesting that stuff into yourself, into your hobby, and let your hobby pay for itself, right? Easy tips. I told you, regardless to what, the gaming industry is always going to push this narrative that the gaming industry uses AI to lower development costs. How do you lower development costs? You think that they're lowering development costs by what? By saving and putting people in better places to win? I'm going to show you how this has a correlation to what I'm going to talk about next. But we live in a world where people consider AI as a productive tool that allows them to do a better job in a shorter duration, consider it to take over their jobs. Right now, I want you to understand a couple of things. doing something in a shorter amount of time, if you get paid by the hour, right? Yeah. Think about it. You just cut your workload in half. So you're no longer getting paid at the same rate because you're no longer working as hard as you was before. You're doing it a whole lot easier. You think that's going to be productive. Is that productive for you? Is that productive for the company? You really have to look at what's happening here. So yeah, you're going to say that you work half a work week, but then you become a part-time worker and you no longer need a full-time worker because that full-time worker is no longer necessary because you have AI to cut the time in half. Continue. I'm going to continue and I'm going to show you. In retrospective of which school of thought you belong to, you cannot deny the fact that the event of AI has changed the way we work and certain industries are currently functioning for the good. They're saying certain industries, right? And they want you to really focus on certain industries because they want you to take that part and adapt it to yourself to make you believe that your industry is using it and it's currently functioning for the good. The same has been reiterated by Gartner's top strategic predictions for 2024. Beyond living with the year everything changed report, which says that the generative AI makes people more powerful both personally, professionally. While the gaming industry is one example, there are many other examples like the education factor, health, medicine, and others. Now, and I'm pretty sure that regardless to what, AI can help with doctors with pinpointing certain things, but the doctors are going to still do the work, right? But we were worrying about the gaming industry, right? Design and development. Game design and development is one of the most important processes in creating a game, be it a video game, esports, or anything online game. It's no surprise that AI is fast becoming a critical component to designing and developing a game, owing its generative features. While AI is an efficient tool in this process, it is also utilized as a creative partner in designs. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make you believe that you're working hand in hand with this AI until the AI becomes more functional than you. And when that happens, you're no longer necessary. You always have to see the forest for the trees. For example, AI helps the fast creative creation of non-playable characters or NPCs without writing complex codes, which takes hours or even days. This removes the time and effort required to spend on unimportant part of a game. Unimportant, everybody knows. When you're playing RPGs, the NPCs and how they act in the world is very important. That's a hugely important component. Right? And you take that important part and you give it to AI to do it because it can do it faster than you. The part of the game that still creates engaging, intelligent NPC bounds to enhance the gameplay experience. In addition, AI also used to create immersive, creative narrative designs to build a dynamic gaming industry effectively helps to create rich narratives and engaging gameplay. This stuff is... I can say that that's a little bit subjective, right? Then you have digital assets. If you're involved in asset creation or marketing websites, you agree that when we say creating digital assets, it's extremely resource intensive. The same for creating digital assets for a video game. You have to understand, they want you to fall in line with the corporate part of this. This is saving the company's money. The functionality allows users to focus on important elements in creating games like creative and quantitative purposes, ultimately speeding up the development process while keeping the cost low. It's keeping the cost low because the worker is no longer working that time. It's not the same. Game testing, AI solutions, these things, and the future of AI in the gaming industry, I believe that is very bleak. We're going to talk about that today. Now, corporate wants you to believe that AI is going to help you. Corporate wants you to believe that AI is beneficial for you. AI is beneficial as, before we had screwdrivers, before we had hammers. They're beneficial tools. Yes, they speed up the process. And of course, I'm talking from a doom and gloom standpoint because unlike the hammer is not going to evolve. The hammer is going to be exactly where the hammer is. The screwdriver is always going to be the screwdriver. Yeah. Over a period of time, the hammer and the screwdriver got more efficient and they changed into different forms. But the hammer and the screwdriver will never exceed the individual. AI is poised to exceed the individual. I want you to take notice to where all the layoffs and everything started happening, because that stuff started happening at the rise of AI. As ChatGPT and AI went a little bit further, that stuff happened. And you guys know that I'm actively working on a documentary in the background, Fall of Man. I believe that should be the title, but I'm not set on it. Elon Musk dropped his lawsuit against OpenAI a week ago. That's more stuff that I'm going to talk about when it comes to that. But you have to understand where we are as a community, as a medium, as a genre. We are, as an industry, we're at the precipice of complete turnover and change. And very select few individuals will be able to hold positions of note before those positions are gone. You're going to see it. It's going to be the complete downsizing of things to the point where it's going to be this running that AI and that AI running that, and then it's going to trickle in. Trust me, we're in a space where it's getting bad. Gaming layoffs already topped 2023's total, and it's only in July. 2024 has already exceeded last year's gaming layoffs and at twice the pace. More developers are pessimistic at the market and see a lack of understanding from investors as the big culprit. Live services integral to the bottom lines have informed recent M&A deals, but they come with the unrealistic expectations. Now, I want you to understand, right? The first quarter of 2024 shows a divulge of video game and industry layoffs, right? We are at a point now where the corporate entities are pushing for unrealistic goals to happen. And the only reason why they're able to do that is because of the AI in which we are introducing to the market. The AI that we're introducing to the market facilitates this. It allows them to say, we can do more of the work at half the pace, will lower the cost, which is technically not true. Now, we did have budgets balloon out of control. You can partially blame Sony for doing that, because what Sony did was they leveraged their movie industry into the gaming know-how and took a movie budget and placed it into a gaming budget, which ballooned the budgets to movie-sized proportions and expected residuals that resembled movie budget residuals. That's unrealistic. That's unpredictable. That is very dangerous for the industry. Gaming and movies are not the same medium, and to treat them as such will only lead to the downfall of video games. That's where we are. That's what we're heading, and we're going to talk about the layoffs and everything that's going on. So we're going to talk about the layoffs right now. As you can see, we had the Zao developer on, Abubakar, on Iron Lord's podcast, and we talked about him. I wasn't there that day. I really, truly wish I was there. But we talked about the game and how robust the game is. And if you've noticed in the industry has posted unprecedented losses. These losses is due to unrealistic expectations from the shareholders. The shareholders have unrealistic expectations because during COVID, we skyrocketed. But at the same time, the workforce was a little bit lower because dudes is working at home, and expectations are ridiculous. I partially blame Sony for changing the way game development went into it, because if you look at game development from a Sony standpoint, they use their movie know-how and their theatrics to leverage that against the gaming community, but also saw the inflation of budget. The inflation of budget is due to the high fidelity, the voice acting. Not saying that it didn't reach what their goal was. Their goal was to give you a higher level of fidelity, a deeper understanding into game craft and game making. They achieved that, but also in achieving that, you achieved a $500 million budget on a game that unrealistically cannot reach those goals, i.e. Spider-Man 2, with licensing fees that hampered it from the beginning. You have to understand, losses will be had. Square lost a boatload, $450 million. And in Tao, you have other companies that are linked to Square that was supposed to post a profit lose. We are losing as an industry. And the losing at the industry, we're going to have to get reset to base. What the industry doesn't want to do is, the corporate dudes don't want to take the step back and fix the industry. They think AI is going to be the Band-Aid and the cure-all and the replacement to save money. That is a problem within itself, and it's going to affect us in a huge way. What is AIM Labs? AIM Labs is now on your Xbox, and check it out. Your whack at shooting is going to fix. This is exactly what it is. This is your sensitivity meter. Is going to help your sensitivity, fix your stuff up. Listen, if you want to get good in Call of Duty, you want to get good in Fortnite, you want to get good playing first-person shooters, get AIM Labs and work it out. Now, a lot of people is going to tell you that AIM Labs is not available for Xbox. It is here. I'm showing you. It's available in the store. AIM Labs Professional Edition, $59. Get your skills up, become better at shooting, become better at aiming, become better in general. All right? So, very simple. This stuff is going to train you up. It's going to train you to be a better first-person shooter. It's going to train you, your hand-eye coordination, to be a little bit better. You want to be a professional gamer. You want to play in the realm of esports. You want to do that stuff. You want to take your game into a next level. You want to be that dude that works it out. You have to game at a higher level. You have to train, right? All other sports train. Why not train your eyes and your hands in order to get the best out of your gaming experience, right? You want to be the dude that leads the team. You want to be the person that takes your team to victory. Well, here we go. AIM Labs on Xbox. You want to, we having crossplay with these ponies. You want to break these ponies' heart? Go get AIM Labs, beat them, then you know what you did and how you did it. You trained yourself to the next level. I'm telling you, it's going to train you to shoot the reticles all the way around in a fast formation. It's going to teach you different things. It actually works pretty well. If you're piss poor first person shooters, have no fear. AIM Labs is here, and especially if you're an Xbox dude, we need more shooters on our side. Shout out to AIM Labs. You suck at first-person shooters? Do you suck at first-person shooters? You know damn well if you're letting your team down all the time. King calls you over to Fortnite and you let the king down. You was playing Call of Duty with Lemetheus 108 Dragons TV and you let Lemetheus and his team down. You're playing stuff like X-Defiant and you are letting Cells down. You are letting everybody down. You're playing Destiny and you're letting COG and the Iron Lords podcast down. Your gaming just ain't good enough. You ain't up to snuff. Well, AIM Labs helps you out. And AIM Labs on Xbox actually fixes your woes. You too can be better. You got to be better. You can't continue to suck the way you do. Pause. We don't need that here. What we do need is able bodies that's able to pick up a controller and aim down sights. See how I did that? Shout out to my team over there at Aim Down Sights. Love their podcast. Fantastic stuff. But you got to be able to aim down them sights, man, and hit them targets, man. This is what shooters is about. And if you suck, get your weight up. For $59.95, go over there and get AIM Labs. Go make it happen. Be the best that you could be. Because I'm sick and tired of calling people into my games and you can't shoot a dude. He's standing right in front of you. You got to understand, you got to aim down and it'll go up. It'll hit the spot. Pause. You got to be better. That was that was wild crazy. Yo, I'm just saying. But please listen, people, get better. Aim Labs. But this is the part in the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And then I'm also going to tell you where I'm going to take that logo. I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to pray that AI doesn't. You know what? Nah. Because AI is going to do that. I can sit here and I can play games and I can tell you dudes that it's all going to be good. If you want me to play that corporate shill, that dude that's going to tell you it's all going to be good. 2024 has seen double-digit losses when it comes to jobs than 2023. And 2023 was a hell of a bad year. We're only in July. So I can sit here and I can play that game with you. And I know you're going to get the energy from the video. And you're going to tell me, yo, King, nah, man, the energy is low in the video. The energy is low in the video because you got to look at it for what it is. They're going to take food out of your mouth. They're going to take food off the table. They're going to hamper you. And if you went into the world of tech trying to do this stuff, you have mountains of debt. My concern as us as a society is different than individuals. I'm looking at the long term. I have kids. I'm looking at the long term effects of what this stuff is going to do. So yes, man, you come to this channel, you're going to see me ringing the bell. So what? I don't care. And I don't have that fear of being that guy. Well, you're going to say doom and gloom over here. Yeah, doom and gloom over here. I'm going to be that guy with the AI. Even though I use it to help me triangulate stuff. Even though I'm a hypocrite when it comes to it. Because it's a crutch in technology for me. Left without the crutch, would you find a way to do it? Yeah. And everybody's going to sit there and tell you, oh, AI regulations and stuff like that. Man, I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around the government. Because there ain't no regulations there. These dudes is doing what they will, how they will, and they will always continue to look at the bottom line over the individuals. Statistically, you're just a number in these corporations. And these corporations don't give a damn. And if they can get a bot that can do your job and don't have to worry about coffee breaks or worrying about you harassing Diane and going to HR and worrying about spending on that, or you running up the corporate credit card, they don't have to worry about that, then they're going to do that. I'm going to tell you, I showed you enough today about how to save money on Game Pass, how to check out the new stuff inside Game Pass. So I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, try to play the Game Pass.